Good evening, everyone, and welcome to our Grandview Board of Aldermen meeting. I'll call the meeting to order. The first item on the agenda is roll call.
Mayor Jones.
Here.
Alderman Randolph. Alderwoman Jones.
Here.
Alderwoman Turnbaugh.
Here.
Alderwoman Kendrick.
Here.
Alderman Maloney.
Here.
Alderman McDuffie.
Here.
We have a quorum.
Thank you very much. The next item is Pledge of Allegiance. Please stand for the pledge and remain standing for a moment of silent prayer for both our military members as well as our Grandview public safety members.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you very, very much. You may be seated. The next item on the agenda is the approval. Is there a motion?
Mayor?
Alderwoman Turnbull.
Oops. I move that we approve the agenda.
Thank you. Is there a second?
Mr. Mayor.
Alderman Maloney.
Second.
It's been moved and second. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
And any opposed? So tonight's agenda has been approved. The next area is approval of the minutes from the regular session, June 9th, 2026. Is there a motion?
Mayor,
Alderman McDuffie.
a motion that we approve the minutes as written on June 9th.
Thank you very much. Is there a second?
Mayor?
Alderwoman Jones.
I second.
Been moved and second. Any discussion?
Mr. Mayor.
Alderman Maloney.
I'll be abstaining from voting as I was absent at that last meeting.
Thank you very much. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? So the regular session minutes from June 9th, 2026 have been approved. We have no awards, presentation, organizational business. The next area is public comment. Anyone would like to address the Board of Aldermen, step up to the mic in the middle here, and you have 3 minutes to address the Board of Aldermen. And when you finish addressing the board, please sign in with our city clerk, Miss Melissa Paith, here at my left. The time is exactly 7:02 and I declare public comment open. Nobody has approved themselves. Well, you need to hurry up then, sir. Anyone else need to address the board? Get in line. Let's make it happen. So, state your name and address, and you have 3 minutes.
Thank you. My name is Tim Gaddu. I currently live at 12825 Sycamore Avenue here in Grandview. And I thank you for the opportunity to speak tonight regarding ADUs and specifically the current bulk regulation governing their size. I respectfully ask the council to consider revising the existing ADU size limitation. Currently, Grandview limits ADUs to a maximum of 720 feet or 60% of the size of the principal structure, whichever is less, and I propose modifying that structure to afford an ADU to be up to 1,000 square feet, provided it's not equal to or larger than the principal residence. This change would better align ADU regulations with the needs of today's residents while maintaining the integrity of the primary home remaining the dominant structure of the property. There are several reasons for this adjustment that make sense. First, ADUs are increasingly being used to house starter families, couples, seniors aging in place, adults with disabilities who may require a full-time caregiver. For many of these residents, a 2-bedroom layout is essential. Second, the addition of a second bedroom provides flexibility. It can serve as a home office for residents who are working remotely. It provides a guest room for family members, space for maybe a new baby or a caregiver when needed. Third, the average 2-bedroom residence in South Kansas City is approximately 1,200 square feet. Designing a comfortable and functional 2-bedroom ADU with current 720 square foot limits can be extremely challenging. Finally, most ADUs are built on slab foundations rather than full basements. Under current Grandview code, any new residential dwelling without a basement must include a place of refuge designed to protect occupants. For a typical 2-bedroom ADU, this refuge area would require approximately 28 square feet of dedicated space, further reducing the already limited living area available under the current size restriction. Allowing ADUs up to 1,000 square feet would provide enough room to accommodate two-bedroom designs, incorporate required storm refuge areas, support remote work and caregiving needs, and create housing options that serve residents throughout the different stages of life. Most importantly, this proposal remains consistent with the city's goals of expanding housing opportunities, supporting property owners, increasing housing diversity, and maximizing the positive impact of ADU ordinance for both homeowners and the city of Grandview. I appreciate your consideration and respectfully ask the council to reevaluate the current ADU size limitations and consider increasing the maximum allowable size to 1,000 square feet. Thank you for your time.
Thank you very much. Do sign in with Melissa to your right. Anyone else who would like to address the Board of Aldermen? Seeing none, it is 7:06. I declare public comment closed. The next, we have public hearings. We have 5 of them. So the first public hearings are zoning map amendment for the address 14925 South US 71 Highway to rezone from R1C2 to PD, filed by Kittle Property Group Incorporated. Again, the time is 7:06. I declare public hearing open.
Good evening, everyone. This is the first of 2 cases for the Heritage at Grandview, which is a 204-unit apartment complex. As we discussed last week, this first case is for the zoning only, and the following case, the conceptual development plan, is for the apartment complex itself. The zoning map amendment, as requested by Kittle Property Group, is to amend the zoning map from the current condition of about half C2 general commercial and half R1 single-family residential to PD planned district to open the door for that conceptual development plan for the apartment complex. This current zoning has been in place since about 1999. The property was used for about 6 years as a mobile home sales and showroom, and it's been vacant since 2005. With these unsuccessful zoning conditions, the property has been vacant for, like I said, a period of about 20 years. The Planning Commission held a public hearing on this case on June 3rd and unanimously recommended approval to the Board of Aldermen. The zoning map amendment is strongly supported by the comprehensive plan and its housing goals, and staff also recommends approval of the zoning map amendment.
Thank you very much. Again, this is the public hearing. Does the applicant wish to state anything? We've seen this. I've seen this 3 times. Irene's seen this 3 times. So if the applicant wants to state, okay, all right.
Brenda Haddad, 3014 Delaware Avenue, Joplin, Missouri. I just wanted to thank you all for your consideration on this. We've worked closely with the staff and city administrator, as well as had multiple meetings with the neighbors, just to make sure that we are coming in and meeting the expectations. And so I appreciate your consideration, and I urge approval.
And before you leave, do you have any groups that are supporting this?
As far as neighborhood groups?
Or school district?
School district, yes. I have reached out to the school district. I've notified the state rep, state senator, the police chief, housing authority, everyone that might be affected by this, and I got a letter of support from the school district. So I believe we've had strong support all the way through.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Again, this is a public hearing. Anyone in the audience would like to address this public hearing, specifically talking about the zoning map amendment? Is there anyone? Anyone from the Board of Aldermen like to address anything else about the zoning map amendment itself? Okay. Well, I see no one else. It is 7:09. I declare this public hearing closed. The next public hearing is for the conceptual development plan for the same address, 14925 South US 71 Highway, Heritage at Grandview. And I declare that public hearing open.
This is the conceptual development plan for the Heritage at Grandview, which is a 204-unit apartment complex spread across 4 buildings. They're all 3 stories tall with 17 units per floor. The apartment complex features units from 1 bedroom to 1 bathroom to 4 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms, with the majority being 2 bedroom and 1 bathroom. The proposed apartment complex will be partially financed through LIHTC, low-income housing tax credits administered through the Missouri Housing Development Commission. This type of financing functions to provide additional housing units at an affordable price point for workforce individuals and families, as opposed to voucher programs or other similar things that reimburse residents for existing housing. This type of housing is great for, again, our workforce individuals, be that teachers, first responders, that type of thing. The apartment complex has a suite of amenities, including a playground, a dog park, a fitness center, a pool, a community room, covered parking options. 5% of each unit type will be ADA accessible. The property will be fenced but not gated and will be heavily landscaped in order to meld well with the surrounding neighborhood. The Planning Commission held their public hearing on this conceptual development plan on June 3rd and recommended unanimous approval to the Board of Aldermen. Staff also recommends approval of the conceptual development plan.
Thank you very much. Again, this is a public hearing. Does the applicant wish to state anything else for the public hearing? Okay. Again, anyone in the audience would like to have any comments on the public hearing for the conceptual development plan? Please state your name and address and do sign in when you finish.
I'm Anthony Madden. I live at 710 139th in Kansas City, but I work for the Martin City Telegraph.
Okay.
So I'm just wondering, I didn't go to that engagement session, but I'm wondering if it came up about a few lawsuits involved with the company Kittle. I just have concerns about an Indiana Tenant Association filing with the Attorney General in Indiana, and I just wonder if that has crossed your desk at all.
Okay. So you have no questions on this other than about lawsuits. Is that correct?
At this time, yes.
Okay.
I read today's documents.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
So.
All right. Perfect. Appreciate it. Do sign in when you get a moment. No. Excuse me, sir. Oh, okay. All right. Fair enough. Anyone else would like to address any comment or anything else on this specific public hearing on the conceptual development plan? The Board of Aldermen members, anything you have on this conceptual development plan?
Mr. Mayor,
Alderman Maloney.
I just had one quick question here on, I guess this is probably page 48 of our package here. The garage units, are they the rental? Is it available for rentals for the tenants? Is that what this garage unit is, or is that more storage for maintenance? There's several of them, so I just wanted to make sure that.
Yes, the garages are available for rent. We do have enough free surface parking that meets the city code, but it's quite a popular amenity. We do provide these garages for rent. They're $100 a month.
Gotcha. And is it a full garage, or is it just
Yes.
a covered space?
No, it's a full garage.
Full garage with a door and all?
Yes, and a lot of people do rent them for storage units.
Sure. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
All right, thank you.
Anyone else from the Board of Aldermen? No, ma'am. No, ma'am. We've already passed by. Anyone else from the Board of Aldermen would like to address on this specific part? Okay. I declare the public hearing on the zoning, on the conceptual development plan closed. The next public hearing is for the zoning text amendment and event space at the, as conditional permit use as AG district. And the time is 7:13. I declare the public hearing open.
This and the following case, which is a conditional use permit, our applicant is the same as Mr. Adam Chinery or Chinnery? Chinnery.
Yes.
I'll remember that by the time we're done. Our applicant is requesting both that an event space definition be added to the Code of Ordinances and that an event space be added as a conditional permitted use in the agricultural district. Staff and the applicant worked over a period of months to craft the exact language. As an event space is a new use and a new use to the ag district, staff recommended that it be made as a conditional use as opposed to a principal permitted use to ensure that should any other property owner in the ag district be interested in opening an event space, that staff and the board have the ability to review and ensure that that use is suitable for that location and that the proposed site and structure would meet all applicable codes. The language is attached in the second sheet. The riders, as it were. The stipulations are relatively similar to other existing conditional uses, just to ensure, again, that this would meet all requirements in the zoning ordinance. The signage is the same requirement that any type of use would have in a commercial district. Solid waste requirements are the same, that type of thing. The Planning Commission held their public hearing on this on June 3rd and recommended unanimous approval to the Board of Aldermen. Staff also recommends approval of the zoning text amendment.
All right, thank you very much. And again, this is a public hearing. Does the applicant have any comments to add on this zoning text amendment? Thank you very much. Anyone in the public would like to add anything on this zoning text amendment? Seeing no one present themselves. Board of Aldermen members, anything you'd like to add or questions you have regarding this zoning text amendment? All right, seeing no one saying it, yes? Nobody? Okay.
No.
The time is 7:16. I declare this public hearing closed. We go to the next public hearing. This conditional use permit for an event space at 14001 Prospect Avenue, and I declare this public hearing open at 7:16.
This is a conditional use permit request for an event space at 14001 Prospect Avenue, which is zoned Ag Agricultural. This property is a lawful non-conforming single-family residence. It is a large building, a barn-dominium, as I've heard it referred to, on 14.66 acres zoned Ag. Like I said, the applicant is requesting a conditional use permit to operate an event space inside and outside the structure on this property, while also maintaining the property as his family's principal home. Staff believes that this site and this property either already does or can meet all of their requirements, both for any conditional use permit to be granted and for the special requirements for an event space in Ag. The Planning Commission held their public hearing on June 3rd and recommended approval to the Board of Aldermen, and staff also recommends approval to the Board of Aldermen.
Thank you very much. Again, sir, anything else? Anything else from the Board of Aldermen concerning the conditional use permit, or CUP as they call it in the planning world? Any comments, questions? All right.
Mayor, I
Alderman
just have a
Woman?
comment. I look forward to the grand opening.
Okay, good. And again, Emily, this is a lawful non-conforming, and that, I think, makes a huge difference for us. So thank you very much. No other comments? Hearing none. At 7:17, I declare this public hearing closed. We go to the final public hearing, a zoning text amendment definition for event space and some of the other items permitted use in C2 and C3 districts.
This zoning text amendment is staff initiated. It's a little bit of a code cleanup. As I was saying a few minutes ago, the code doesn't currently have a definition for an event space. It's the same definition as presented in case PC 2604, along with adding event spaces as principal permitted uses in the C2 general commercial and C3 downtown commercial districts. These two districts contain event spaces already, and they also contain a lot of the uses that staff has previously been relying on to kind of determine if an event space is appropriate, like a convention hall, bars, restaurants, other places where people gather that do essentially function as event spaces. So again, this is just a code cleanup in order to make the code work better for residents, business owners, and staff. The Planning Commission held their public hearing on June 3rd, recommended approval unanimously, and staff recommends approval.
All right, thank you very much. Again, public hearing, anyone in the audience would like to address this particular item F, is the zoning text amendment changes? Anyone? Anyone on the Board of Aldermen would like to address item F, the zoning text amendment? Seeing none? All right. Well then, it is 7:19. I declare public hearing closed. The next area is consent items. Is there a motion for consent item G through L?
Mayor,
Alderwoman Turnbull.
I move that consent items G through L be approved.
Thank you. Is there a second?
Mr. Mayor,
Alderman Maloney.
second the motion.
It's been moved and second. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? So consent items G through L have been approved. There are no ordinances tonight. We have one other business, and that's an application for a liquor license change at Main Street Discount Smokes and Liquor. So,
Mr. Mayor,
Alderman Maloney.
make a motion that we approve the application for liquor license change of managing agent for Main Street Discount Smoke and Liquors, 1301 Main Street, submitted by Richard Bryant.
Thank you. Is there a second?
Mayor.
Alderman McDuffie.
I second.
Been moved and second. Any discussion?
Mr. Mayor,
Alderman Maloney.
just out of curiosity, in the report section, there was I think it's just a typo, but it's the second line. Is it Bryant? It's a U instead of a Y.
Yes,
Just
I
wanted to make sure.
apologize.
Okay.
Yes, just a typo.
Just wanted to do a little Jim Crane moment. I finally caught one. So.
Thank you. You're feeling his spirit moving.
That's right.
Anything else? Hearing none, any comments from the applicant? No? Okay. Well, if it's been moved in second, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? So the application has been approved for the managing agent at Main Street Discount Smokes and Liquor. Next item is adjournment. Let's start with Alderman McDuffie and work our way around.
Happy, I guess, late Father's Day to all the fathers that were out there in the Grandview. It was my first one, and it was really good to just enjoy Kauffman Stadium. But I know that the Royals lost to St. Louis, but it was pretty good to see them win the series. But being a father for my first time, it's been a great experience, and it's been an amazing experience to watch her grow up in the city that I grew up in. So I'm very excited to see that.
All right. Annette?
This Saturday, we have the VFW Auxiliaries breakfast from 8 to 10 a.m. Everybody's welcome, and they're made to order breakfast, and it's fantastic. So come on down Saturday.
Good. Awesome. John?
I'd like to know if we could have a discussion about the clear bag policy at the amphitheater, because I'm trying to understand what it's for, because it's not security, because you don't check any person that's going through there. You don't check the bags that the chairs are going in there, so it's not about security. You know, Kauffman Stadium is mentioned. I can take food into Kauffman Stadium. You know, I can't take weapons, but they actually have metal detectors. So I don't know if this is about security or just trying to make more money from concession stands, which I'm all for making money, but, you know, turning people back to their cars, or, you know, I just think we have some silly rules that are kind of in place here at a city function. This isn't Morton Amphitheater. You know, I can take a cooler full of beer into the Speedway, you know, so I've had some kickback from residents that aren't thrilled about that, and then they go inside and they see, oh, there's outside food here anyway, because they put it in whatever bag. You know, I just want people to come out. I want people to be safe, but I was wondering if we can have a conversation about that.
Yeah,
Well, thank
Alderman
you, sir.
Maloney,
Hold on.
sorry.
Is there anyone else who would like to have this discussion?
Yes, I would.
Okay.
I think
All
so.
right. So there's a few, and
Mayor,
John?
we may not even
Yeah.
want to have a conversation because
Yeah.
that was odd to me too.
Sure.
I had the conversation with our Parks and Rec team. They're reconsidering their decision, so
Yeah.
we may not even want to waste you guys' time. It was something new. They were trying to see if we can make our facilities safer, but at the same time, it created a bottleneck.
Yeah.
This is one of those things that you try. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, you step back and you say, okay, we learned from this experience, and what can we do to better the experience? So that wasn't our intent to create a line and or make our customers feel uncomfortable, but also will remind the elected officials that we live in Missouri, and there are guns and weapons, and we want to make sure that when you're bringing in 1,800 people or 1,300 people to different events, our community is safe too. But it caught my attention, and I had that conversation with our team.
Okay. Perfect.
Yeah, Mayor,
Anything
I
else?
just had a comment. I want to be consistent, because we didn't allow dogs in the first time, then another event we allowed them, so just want to be consistent in what we do. Thank you.
Good.
I had one more thing.
Yes.
There. The water fountains at Shalimar are still not up and running yet. So the water fountains at Shalimar Park at the baseball fields. So whatever was broke, but they said it was supposed to get fixed at the first of the month. So
Okay. Thank you. Irene?
No, I just want to thank you all for your condolences. And today I laid my brother to rest, and he was honored under his Muslim name and had full military honors, being a Purple Heart recipient for the Marines. So thank you.
Yeah.
Awesome.
And just, I was shocked that Irene was going to be here because, you know, when we had the conversation last week, so I said, yeah, likelihood I won't be here, so thank you. And again, our condolences with the family for sure. Absolutely. Sandra?
Yeah. I just want to say thank you to Parks and Recs and the team for the Bash on Buyers event, the Grandview Chamber also for their huge contribution to the event, but also the community and recognizing that we can come together and we can have great events and we can be safe. But while we do try to make it convenient, I do want to emphasize the safety issue and that we should continue to keep that as our at the forefront. So appreciate everything that we've done and looking forward. I attended the watch party today, which was great, and looking forward to the others that are coming. So appreciate everything.
Thank you. And yes, I also attended the watch party today. It was great to be at the Grandview Station. It was encouraging to be there and to see the folks come in and just awe at the Grandview Station. Mayor Baird came through, and it was good to see him. It was a 0-0 tie, but it was a good match all the way through. So, and walking tacos were there, and you know, you just can't go wrong with walking tacos. So that was a good watch party. And the watch party last Thursday, we had 1,300 people there, and it was great to see all the folks come out and enjoy a good match. Mexico was victorious, needless to say, but it was just fun to be out there and encouraging to see the families come together and enjoy themselves. So that worked out well. Mark is moving, Mid-America Regional Council is moving their offices a few blocks from their current offices at right there off Broadway. So that is happening, really happening tomorrow. So they will be off Pennsylvania Avenue a block away. So the Mid-America Regional Council is, the board meeting will not be held in July, but the move will be taking place, and in August we'll start at the new place. So we're pretty excited about that. A new executive director has been named. So Jamal, we want to probably start thinking about when to get David Warren's accolades in order and present that. As of October 1, David Warren will be no longer the executive director of Mid-America Regional Council, and he's been there faithfully serving for some time. And as a matter of fact, we voted today on Ms. Geraldine Gardner from North Carolina. So she will be the new executive director of Mid-America Regional Council starting October 1st. So there will be some overlap between the two. But David Warren has been very, very, very good to the city of Grandview. We've benefited greatly. We were hoping that Geraldine, when she comes in, we have a good relationship with as well, and continue to move forward. So a lot of things happening there at Mid-America Regional Council, and we will proceed accordingly. And Jamal, do you have anything for us?
Mayor, nothing at this time.
Okay. And ma'am, when you have an opportunity, they are here to have those discussions. I just couldn't go back, but yes. Yeah, but make sure they're not running away. So make sure you have an opportunity to chat with them. And sir, you had a couple of questions. Yes, you can have those conversations with them. Yes, we are aware of what has transpired, but yeah, we appreciate that. The time is exactly 7:29, and Melissa said we'll be here to 7:30, so we have to wait a minute. Melissa said 7:30, so we've got
We got to watch the clock.
we've got to wait until 7:30. Is there a motion for adjournment?
Do we,
Yes.
quick question.
Yes.
We're meeting next Tuesday.
Did we meet next Tuesday? Yes,
Even though
we
it's
do.
because
Yes.
we took off the first
We took
one.
off the
Okay.
first Tuesday.
Gotcha.
We were meeting next. Good question. You know,
Just trying to fill up that time.
Yeah, I appreciate filling up that time. So is there a motion for adjournment? Alderwoman Turnbull.
I move that we adjourn.
Thank you very much. Is there a second?
Mr. Mayor,
Alderman Maloney.
second the motion.
It is exactly 7:30. We are officially adjourned. Thank you, Miss Melissa.
Well, I'm glad everything went well. You guys, 60% is the cap?